Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn English through story. Today's title is I Was Poor, I Learned English. It changed my life. You can see the title has only one sentence, but it tells us what the passage is about. In this lesson, we will learn some new words, and we will also learn how to use these new words in different sentences. Let's get started without wasting any time. Before starting our lesson, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been poor?
Yes.
Then tell me in the comment section, what was that situation? Like, what was the problem? We were discussing about this yesterday in my group. This is a group for my students where they can share their experiences with each other. So if you don't know, join the group, link is given below. Okay, let's start our lesson. I was born and raised in a small village. We were so poor. I had to walk 2 hours every day to reach school. But no matter how tired I was, I never missed school. I loved studying. At the age of 16, when all my friends were busy gossiping and having fun, I was working in a garment factory 12 hours a day so that I could earn some money and buy books. So though I earned enough to buy all the books I wanted, I was still not happy. I felt there was something more to life than just earning money and buying things. I wanted to become rich. I wanted to live a luxurious life. But most importantly, I wanted to become someone in life. I wanted people to say, "Oh, have you heard? Zara's brother works in an MNC and earns lots of money." But I knew one thing very well, that poverty was the biggest obstacle in my way. I knew if I wanted to achieve something big in life, I would have to come out of my comfort zone. And the only way to do that was by learning English. Yes, you heard it right. See, in India, if you know English, your life is totally sorted. Whether you want to get a good job or a rich husband, everything is possible if you know English. But I didn't know English. Couldn't even speak a single word in English. So you can imagine my situation. But still, I was determined to learn English no matter what. One day I went to a shop to buy an English-speaking book. There I met this old foreigner. He asked me, "Hey, what's your name?" And I replied, "My name is in my mother tongue." He said, "Can you speak English?" I said, "No, I can't speak even a single word in English." He said, "Oh, I see you have a lot of books on English grammar here. Maybe you should read them." I said, "I'm sorry, I don't understand what you are saying." He said, "You don't understand English?" I said, "No, I don't." He laughed and said, "Do you want to learn English?" I said, "Yes, of course. If you can teach me." He said, "Sure, why not? I love teaching." And that's how our conversation started. His name was John, and he was the person who changed my life completely. Every morning he used to call me up, and we used to practice speaking English. As a result, within just 6 months, I was able to speak fluent English. Now you must be thinking that, okay, once she learned English, what did she do next? How did it change her life? Well, let me tell you. After learning English, I got a job in an MNC where I was earning a decent salary. I always remember what my mentor told me. He told me, "Zara, you may have achieved something big in your life, but always remember where you started from. Always help the needy." That's exactly what I'm doing today. Today, not only I own a flat in Mumbai, but I also have a good bank balance. But whenever I feel low, I look at my parents' smiling faces, and I remember all the struggles I had to face in my childhood, and this keeps me going. All right, now I'm going to ask you a few questions based on this passage. Try answering them on your own first, and then check your answers with me. First question, where did the girl live? Second question, why did she want to learn English? Third question, how did she learn English? Fourth question, what did the girl do after learning English? All right, now let's check your answers. First question, where did the girl live? She lived in a small village. Second question, why did she want to learn English? She wanted to learn English because she wanted to become someone in life. She wanted to get a good job and a rich husband. Also, she wanted to live a luxurious life. Third question, how did she learn English? With the help of a foreigner. His name was John. He taught her English for free. And fourth question, what did the girl do after learning English? After learning English, she got a job in an MNC. Also, she helped the needy. I'm going to ask you to make sentences using some of the new words you learned in this lesson. First new word is determine. Make a sentence using this word. Ready? Okay, send your answer in the comments. Second new word is obstacle. Make a sentence using this word. Ready? Okay, send your answer in the comments. Third new word is conversation. Make a sentence using this word. Ready? Okay, send your answer in the comments. All right, now let's check your answers. First new word is determine. Your answer? My answer? I determined to complete my studies first. Next new word is obstacle. Your answer? My answer. Poverty was the biggest obstacle in my way. Next new word is conversation. Your answer? My answer? The conversation between the two friends was very interesting. All right, now I'm going to give you some sentences. You have to correct the underlined words in these sentences. First sentence is, I was born and raised in a small village. You have to correct raise. What should come instead of raise? Can you tell me in the comments? Second sentence is, I loved studying, though I earned enough to buy all the books I wanted. I was still not happy. You have to correct this underlined part. What should come instead of this? You can tell me in the comments. Third sentence is, I wanted to become someone in life. I wanted people to say, oh, have you heard Zara? His brother works in an MCN and earns lots of money. You have to correct this underlined part, MCN. What should come instead of MCN? You can tell me in the comments. All right, now let's check your answers. First sentence, I was born and raised in a small village. You have to correct raise. What should come instead of raise? Correct answer is, I was born and raised in a small village. Second sentence is, I loved studying, though I earned enough to buy all the books I wanted. I was still not happy. You have to correct this underlined part. What should come instead of this? The correct answer is, though I earned enough to buy all the books I wanted, I was still not happy. Third sentence is, I wanted to become someone in life. I wanted people to say, oh, have you heard Zara's brother works in an MCN and earns lots of money? You have to correct this underlined part, MCN. What should come instead of MCN? The correct answer is, I wanted people to say, oh, have you heard Zara's brother works in an MNC and earns lots of money? Well, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end. If you liked today's lesson, then hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss out on any of my upcoming lessons. If you have any feedback or suggestion for me, then please write it down in the comments. I will try to reply to your comments as soon as possible. Promise. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end. Love you all. Bye-bye.